What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AD back on another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 4 investments for single moms. I know me personally, I grew up with a single mom in a single household, and it was tough for my mom to invest. I know one of her biggest investments was, of course, her house, but outside of that, she didn't really have a lot of time to invest. You know, I get a lot of questions from moms about investing and, just how they don't have the time to research and put the energy into it. But today, I'm going to be teaching you, as a single mom, some steps that you can use to invest, very low risk, but also things that you don't have to put a lot of time and energy into. The first investment I recommend to single moms would be a high yield savings account. High yield savings accounts are very, very minimal risk. All you literally have to do is deposit money into the account, and it will compound monthly, weekly, whatever the terms of the account is. I have an Apple one, I also have a Capital One high yield savings account. I believe they're around anywhere from 4.5 to 5%. You also get your Apple Cash deposited into that account as well if you have an Apple Card, so that also comes in handy when you're not even thinking about it. Again, things that are very, minimal risk and kind of minimal effort. So high yield savings account would be the first. Number 2, I want to start talking about a few stocks for single moms, although I know it can be daunting sometimes to talk about stocks and investing in stocks. But I'm not a stock guru, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am an active investor and innovator, and so I would love for single moms to get on that train as well. Again, it may be daunting, it could be scary, you may think you have to know a lot or, do a lot of research, but just study the economy, study the news, study the trends, and also use different resources to help you do so. So, the first stock I would just introduce you guys to, if you haven't heard about it already, is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is building the infrastructure for AI across the planet. NVIDIA was started, of course, making supercomputers and graphics cards for gaming and things like that. As time went on, we saw gaming graphics got better. A lot of that can be attributed to NVIDIA's work. This company continues to grow month over month, week over week, year over year. It's a lot of data, power, and energy, money, cash to make this machine run. And so as we look at their, I want to say $3.5 trillion valuation at this point, this is definitely a company I would recommend investing in, because they're going to continue to help other companies grow. They're going to be a catalyst for companies like Facebook, like Amazon, right? Like for Tesla, Google, right? So we got to pay attention to this as we kind of see our economy shift. But number two, what am I recording on right now? Apple, right? And again, these stocks are not in any particular order, but number 2 is Apple. Apple continues to lay the groundwork for technology across the planet as well. Definitely across America, as far as people that use their devices, but also for people who use their accessories, for people who use their watches, earpods, right? Their big headphones, the Macs, right? The iPads. As we continue to see the trend of consumerism grow, Apple will continue to grow with that. So Apple is definitely another stock I would recommend investing in. And again, these are not in any particular order, and these are not short-term trading stocks. The stocks that I'm recommending are going to be long-term. Don't ever sell these stocks. Continue to buy anytime you get a chance. For beginner investors, I really recommend either Robinhood or Cash App to invest on. They're super easy. Their user interface is super simple for you to simply invest on a daily basis. They also give you news and information about the stocks that you can read into, so you're not just investing without any information or any research. Again, I know this stuff takes time for single mom. The next one I would definitely recommend is Microsoft. If you don't know about Microsoft, you've probably been under a rock somewhere for the past 20 to 30 years. Microsoft has built, not only do we see their computers everywhere, but they've built the infrastructure for enterprise software across the globe. We talk about Microsoft Office, and we talk about Microsoft Azure, and we talk about the slew of AI products that they continue to build with Copilot, and as well as ChatGPT. This is definitely a company you want to keep your eye on for the long term, for your grandkids, for your kids, right? So I would definitely buy as much of this stock as you can. Again, whenever you get a piece of spare change, and this doesn't have to be, $100, $1,000 at a time. This can be $5, $25, whatever you have in your Cash App, whatever you can spare in your Robinhood. Please start investing in the market. You don't have to be an expert. I'm not an expert, but I am an innovator, and I'm a consumer, right? So why not invest and consume in a different way than we have been in the past? The next one I would definitely recommend is Google. Google, since the early 2000s, Google has been building the infrastructure for search, prompt, human interaction with the internet. We can't forget about the infrastructure they laid across the internet for the .com age. Google is the king/queen when it comes to this. So we always want to pay attention to what Google does, because they're always on the brink of innovation, no matter what the news says, no matter what the media says. Again, these are 4 stocks well, 4 investments that you can use for long term, that you don't have to always monitor and always just do research. These are big companies that will continue to build the infrastructure for America. And to me, when I look at these companies, as far as what they're doing and what type of innovations they have and what their earnings are for the year, I look at that as a barometer for innovation here in America. And so I believe you can do the same thing too, because like I said, if these companies are losing, we're losing as consumers, and America is losing because these companies hold up the business infrastructure here in America. So again, the top 4 investments that I would recommend for single moms would be a high yield savings account, investing in Microsoft, investing in Google, investing in Apple, and investing in Nvidia. And that's 5. Give you an extra one there. Again, these are very, very, very minimal effort investments. These are stocks that you don't ever have to sell. You don't have to worry about trading. You're an investor, you're not a trader, right? 90% of day traders lose. No shade to any forex traders or anybody out there like that, but I'm an innovator, an economist, and an investor, and I continue to see the market for what it is, right? I don't have any emotions when it comes to, who's doing what in the market and who has this. And people talk about Elon Musk, people talk about, Jeff Bezos. I don't really care. I know what they build, I know their capacity, I know the attention that they galvanize when they do tweet or say anything, or put a product out, or release a flame, whatever the case may be, right? So let's continue to just stay focused on the right things when it comes to researching the market, and it's easy, right? I think people make it super complicated when they begin to try to come up with their own theories and things about how the market works. I would also say, being a mom, you can truly take advantage, because you are one of the biggest consumers in America. You buy everything for everyone in the family. You know how to shop for them. So knowing that, you can kind of see how these brands move by the products they release, their price points in the grocery store, right, online. I think as a mom, you are one of the smartest shoppers here in America. So just keep that in mind also when you look at a lot of these companies that I'm recommending you invest in. Look at how they are really behind a lot of grocery stores that we shop in every day. They power the technology that's at the POS system, right? And so just be cognizant of that, because as a mom, you kind of have the advantage of reading the market and being one of the best economists. But it does take a little research. It does take a lot of in-depth study, and just routinely making it a part of your day of monitoring kind of what these brands do on a quarter-to-quarter basis, on a year-to-year basis, and also looking at their strategic plans as far as what they're planning to do in the future. Again, most of these are public documents, because these companies that we invest in are public companies. I do want to give you one more though. I know this is kind of an extra snippet of the video, but one more I would give you is the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is basically an index fund of the top 500 performing companies in America, quote unquote, right? And so instead of you having to kind of pick and choose which one stock you want to kind of pick, you can pick a combination of stocks and companies to invest in without having to do, again, all the dirty work. The S&P 500 is also a great investment when it comes to, moms, single moms. I mean, even anyone who wants to invest, quite honestly. I would just continue to look into, again, the market, and continue to study the trends. In the meantime, stay tuned. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is one of my first videos, so I would love for you guys to continue to support me on my YouTube journey and my journey to financial freedom, because as I continue to invest and innovate, I want to bring you guys on my journey and continue to get you guys' feedback. But it's your boy AD, man. I will be shooting more content, so please stay tuned, and God bless.